Welcome to Venusian Soul. Today I'm back with a pick a card reading and it's going to be October predictions. So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which cards have a message for you. We have pile number 1, pile 2, pile 3 and pile 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi group 1. So for this group, I feel like the month of October is all about relationships. I feel for some of you, you will be examining what gives to you and what doesn't. What depletes you, what serves your highest good. And I feel like you may be questioning either the people around you or the people that have been around you in the past. There's an energy of reflection and getting really clear in terms of what you want in the future, what that looks like, how you want to be treated. I keep hearing the phrase as well, reciprocity, being able to connect with those people and those souls that can really meet you on your level. With Break the Chain, we have ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So again, I feel like for some of you, this is a pivotal month where you have a breakthrough in regards to not only how you value yourself, but how people show up for you. I feel like for this group, you may have come to a point where you're completely done with people and situations that don't respect you, that don't give back, that, you know, it could be a pattern where you feel as though you're put down or stepped upon. There's a sense of empowering yourself and freeing yourself from the situations and especially the people and connections that deplete you. And this could show up in friendships, family dynamics, even workplace. But for many of you, I do get this theme on romantic love, and we do have that rose quartz. For some of you as well, I feel like this is a month where you can attract or really stabilize this 10 of Cups. So for those of you where you've been manifesting a really beautiful union, October may be a month where you meet someone and have that bond with them. But for those of you where you're already in a beautiful connection, it could just be that the connection is deepening, that there's some really beautiful, authentic conversations, that you're coming to a place of, you know, better understanding. But it's funny that we go from the 10 of Wands to the 10 of Cups, because I feel for many of you, it's like you're ready to let go of the past. I did just hear baggage or, you know, past pain, past disappointment, the situations that didn't serve you. And we also have karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. I feel like for many of you, you may have attracted connections and relationships that really triggered a lot of growth. Perhaps they were more about growth and evolution rather than just enjoyment and compatibility. For some of you, what I said at the beginning of the reading, that I feel like you're reassessing who serves in your life and who you want to keep around you. I feel as though for those of you that are involved in a karmic connection, or you have someone lingering around you where you feel it's karmic or you feel it's not completely healthy, I feel like you may decide to kind of cut ties and close that out because it doesn't serve you anymore. Especially with the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Wands, there could be an energy as well of being somewhat guarded or, what would I say, uncertain in terms of opening up to people, or opening your heart to new people. There could be some fears that come up around vulnerability, or, you know, if I open myself up again, will I be hurt, or will I be mistreated? So there could be some concerns or energies around connection and relationship that comes up as well. And we also have You Got the Love, Hardarian energy, codependency, boundaries. I feel for many of you, you've already had to learn how to really set boundaries, how to be clear in terms of what you want, what you will and won't accept or tolerate. And with that 5 of Swords and 5 of Pentacles, again, you may have had experiences where, you know, someone has walked away or they just weren't able to show up for you the way you hoped. There seems to be this emphasis on letting go of what doesn't serve your highest good. With that 8 of Wands in the Chariot, for some of you, this karmic energy or these karmic connections could have been from the past, where you had to really learn how to set your boundaries or be clear in terms of what you deserve. But with soulmates, I feel as though for many of you, if you haven't already met someone or you're in the process of manifesting someone, you're on the right path and you are going to attract in a connection that's really loving and stable. With chaos and conflict, we have conflict mentioned twice. So for those of you where you're still dealing with someone or certain people that are perhaps a little bit toxic or karmic in nature, I feel like October is the month where you reach a point of resolution, where you can see more clearly what works for you, what doesn't, what you want moving forward. Perhaps you're setting boundaries, but I feel like for this group, you're definitely moving toward more positive connections, whether that's improvements in your current bonds or whether that's kind of looking at and reassessing what you've had in the past, what has or hasn't worked for you, and what you want to create and attract moving forward. I think with the Magician as well, Spirit is saying there's this opportunity to clear away like old templates or old beliefs around, what you can attract, what works for you, what doesn't. I feel like for some of you, maybe reassessing the things that really nurture you or the things that serve your highest good, what a healthy relationship looks like. Perhaps you may be looking at communication, how well you can communicate with the people you care about, or whether you feel heard and validated. I just feel like there may be a reassessment of the things and the people and the situations that really serve you and the things that perhaps are less than ideal. But with exchanging gifts, I do feel for this group, you are attracting in and moving toward more positive circumstances and more positive people, settings, events. For those of you where you are single and you are wanting to attract love, I feel like October is the month that you either meet someone, or for some of you, it's setting the stage for someone new, for something that's really healthy and loving and nurturing. And I feel some of this reflection or some of the changes that you may be going through are allowing perhaps a change of heart or a change of mind when it comes to, your worth, a sense of empowerment, your clarity in terms of how someone shows up for you. I also think for those of you where you are still resonating with having either someone around you who you identify as karmic or toxic to some degree, or there's a negative influence in your life, I feel like you may really be called this month, or this coming month, I should say, to set some really clear boundaries and not allow perhaps their energy, their negativity to infiltrate your own feelings or your own desires. So I do feel overall there is a really positive energy. And with codependency as well, I feel for many of you, you'll be reassessing how much you have a tendency to give. And that doesn't mean, no longer being generous or no longer being open-hearted, but I feel like for many of you, you may give in a way that's far more balanced, that still supports you and nurtures you and doesn't deplete you to give energy toward others. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Hi, group 2. So the month of October for this group is all about really following your dreams and self-expression, sharing more of yourself, taking a leap of faith when it comes to putting yourself out there or expressing. I keep hearing as well, committing to your talents and your gifts. Now, for some of you with the Guru and the High Priestess, for some of you, these talents or gifts very well could be spiritual in nature or could involve, healing, metaphysics. But it doesn't have to be. It could be a creative talent. Some of you could be wonderful dancers, or you could have a passion that involves some sort of physical movement, coaching, singing. I'm just getting a lot of different fields. But I just feel overall, it's like October is the month where things can really flourish. With the Nine of Cups and the Empress, it's almost as though I keep hearing Midas touch. You have the capacity to really bring things to life and to generate a lot more abundance, provided that you commit, provided that you're very persistent in your efforts, you persevere. I think the more you do so, the more it's going to generate a positive outcome. And we also have the World and Strength. Now, with that combination as well, I feel as though it's almost like your reach is increasing. So for those of you where you want to do something that involves, for example, social media, or it's online and involves the internet, I feel like you're able to reach more people, or more people become aware of your work and what you can do, and they perhaps more so admire your abilities and your gifts. But I just feel overall there's a really positive energy. With the Three of Cups and the World, there's almost that sense as well of celebration. Celebrating your achievements, celebrating your growth. But I keep hearing as well the word meaning, and I keep looking at why, and I feel as though for many of you, this isn't just a pursuit where it's like, oh yeah, I'm pretty good at that, maybe I could go further with it. This is something, it's almost like a burning passion, something you really desire, something that inspires you, that lights you up, that creates a sense of possibility. Like there's just that energy of, I just heard as well, renewal. So for some of you as well, this could be a passion or something that got put on the back burner, or perhaps you had other obligations and priorities and you weren't able to dedicate your complete energy and focus to this. And now you're coming back because you have more time, or you feel more focused than you had previously. But there's just that sense of really channeling your energy and allowing that to determine, you know, what you put energy toward, what you focus on, what direction you move in. With the World and Strength, I just heard as well, like really shining bright. And for some of you, it may involve taking steps that are outside your comfort zone, but I'm hearing you may be more exposed, or you may feel more exposed. You may feel as though, you know, people are watching you, and that's why I was getting that medium. It could be something as well, like to do with YouTube or any type of social media or online venture. And again, that won't resonate with all, but I just feel that there's something about stepping beyond your comfort zone or going beyond what you thought was possible. With deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing, I really feel for many of you, it's healing fears and self-doubt, especially because that's sitting above share your voice. For some of you as well, you may be healing any blocks or barriers around the throat chakra. Fears, and these can be like barriers and fears around self-expression. If I express myself or put myself out there, it won't go well, or it will backfire, or people won't understand, or that type of energy. With the World and the Three of Cups as well, I get that sense of being more willing, essentially, to celebrate your own achievements, regardless of what other people think. For some of you, you may be musicians as well, and there could be fears of putting your music out there or performing or sharing it. But I feel as well, it's like a sense of you really starting to validate yourself and believe in yourself, even if other people or the world or the internet takes a while to catch up. With Unfinished Symphony, again, I feel for some of you, you may have started something or had a passion for something, wanted to explore it, but then put it on hold or got sidetracked. Maybe there were practical considerations that you had to put more energy and time into. But I just feel as though for many of you, Spirit is saying this is a really valuable direction. You know, keep moving ahead. Don't allow fear essentially to hold you back, or don't allow self-doubt, what has or hasn't worked in the past, to be a barrier. Because with this Two of Wands, and you can see this person is consulting the heart, there's a sense that what you feel internally and what you know deep down in terms of your passions, your truth, the things that really light you up are on point. I feel for many of you, there's this sense that the ideas that you have held or the vision that you have held is accurate, but it may take time to kind of create or bring your manifestation together. So there's a need to not become discouraged as you work through it. And I do feel for some of you, there could be an element of fear Especially I keep hearing like fear of being seen or fear of people seeing your work or not connecting with it or judging it. It's that type of energy. I feel for some of you, if that is a lingering fear, you may need to kind of move and work through that to allow yourself to kind of move past those energies and move past limitation. But I do feel overall there's a sense of prosperity coming or prosperity on the horizon. Again, provided that you stay true to yourself and commit and persevere and don't allow, you know, the past or things that have or haven't worked out, certain beliefs to hold you back or deter you from the direction you want to move in. And with this High Priestess, again, Spirit is validating the vision you have for yourself. For those of you who feel very strongly or passionately about a dream or an idea that you've had, I feel like Spirit is really validating the fact that it is in alignment with your soul, it is divinely guided, and you can trust that and take action upon it. I also feel for this group, I'm hearing don't wait for the results to take action. Do you know this? You know how sometimes we can be in our own head, or there's a sense of, unless I know I'm going to succeed, I don't want to take the risk. Spirit is making me feel as though you may have to take a leap of faith or put some energy towards what you're doing first, or validate your own gifts, your own talents, your own passions first before other people catch on, before other people see the beauty and the value perhaps of what you're doing or your talents, your gifts, your abilities. So don't allow what has been or the past to deter you or hold you back from your growth, your evolution. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Hi, Group 3. So for this group, I feel as though the month of October, I'm hearing like consolidating your foundation or focusing and working on your foundation, building a level of stability. You may be working towards some sort of idea or vision that you have, but it's like there seems to be an emphasis on taking it step by step, and there may be some decisions to make around this vision. For some of you, this could be relative, I feel, to like your career, your passions, but I just feel like there could be a choice point. Now, with this deck, I have 2 suns and 2 moons, and you have both of the suns, and then you also have don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So there's a really strong emphasis during October of, yes, being seen, but being comfortable with that energy. Perhaps there's an element of recognition, but I'm also hearing like like-minded souls and your tribe recognizing you. There's a sense that by you sharing your energy or by you putting yourself out there, you really embracing that frequency, people are going to really be in a place where they're starting to recognize you as well. And again, this could be on a personal level or professional or both. We have the Lovers and the 2 of Pentacles. So again, I do get that sense there might be a little bit of indecision or self-doubt. When you're already doing it, stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. There's validation that whatever you're working towards in October is the right pursuit for you. It is the right path, but they're the specifics of your vision, like how you go about it, or maybe some of the ways you undertake it could shift. Or you may find better ways, for example, to do things. There may be like a new opportunity or a new idea and ability to implement it. Because we also have here building blocks and then to the sea. I do feel, because I keep looking at the moon and then back to the sea, and I'm getting this sense of not everything is going to reveal itself in October. Like there's something that's going to be very unexpected. There's either someone shows up or something transpires in a way that you didn't see coming. But I don't feel as though it's like a negative thing. I don't feel it's like, oh no, like it didn't work out or it didn't go the way I planned. I think it's like a hidden blessing, or there may be a hidden connection or opportunity that comes in. With the Queen of Swords, I'm also hearing your words and your ability to express yourself, to communicate, to share your idea is going, or I should say ideas, is going to be enhanced. So it is a good month for you to really broadcast whether it be your passions, it could be marketing, it could be, you know, putting yourself forward at work. There's just this sense of not holding back. Again, this group is a little similar to group 2. But with this group, I keep getting the focus primarily on the foundation, building the foundation, long-term thinking as well, like a long-term plan or vision, because I do feel, again, it's not as though, you know, you're on the wrong track, or I feel very much for this group, what you're envisioning for yourself is on point, but there may be a need to tweak your approach, how you think about it. There may be some changes you make in regards to even your delivery is what I just heard, how your self-expression, but it's in a way where I feel like you're becoming more of yourself. You're showing more of your authenticity. You're not being silenced. You're more willing to vouch for yourself, to perhaps express ideas or, you know, projects, certain, it could be like a business. You're more willing to really back yourself essentially and express some of these passions. And I feel October's that month as well where you feel really stable and grounded within yourself. Like if in the past you have struggled with self-doubt, I feel like through the month of October, there's a lessening of that doubt, or you're starting to really see, oh no, I can do this, or this is the right path for me. This is where I want to, you know, focus my energy. This is what feels the most authentic for me. So there is this recognition and awareness of, number one, nurturing your own passions and your own focus, but also being really clear in terms of what you want moving forward, what serves your long-term vision and what doesn't. And also you may be clarifying the plan of how to get there. And that's where I see some changes coming up, or there could be some new opportunities. There could be some chance encounters for this group as well, where you're meeting, especially in the realm of like soul tribe, where you're meeting kindred spirits, or you're meeting individuals who, you know, have similar passions to you, people who understand your unique vision. I just feel overall there is this sense of connection, of being, so number one, connection with yourself and your own dreams. But I feel like the more you invest in yourself, or the more you're backing your own visions or your own worth, if it's in the context, for example, of, you know, a job or career where you're asking for a promotion or you're putting yourself out there, the more you embody that energy, I feel like the more people perceive you in that light. And that's what will be attracting a lot of really good fortune during that month. Now with the 6 of Cups and 2 the Sea, I do feel like October is a month where Spirit is asking you to be more open, to be more open to the unknown, to be more open perhaps to new ways of doing and perceiving things. It could be as well being more open to new connections or people that can really support and help you on your journey. You may find that you encounter people or meet certain individuals who you feel a certain kinship with, or there's a unity of vision, there's a unity of values. But the more you hold and stay true to your own beliefs, your own foundation, I feel like that's what is the catalyst for bringing in these interactions, or bringing in more opportunity, bringing in more blessings. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Hi, Group 4. So I feel as though the month of October for you is very promising when it comes to career and finances. I keep seeing the colors green and blue for you. I think green can represent obviously money. It can represent, I'm getting it more in the sense of like stability, feeling really financially stable and abundant. I feel like there's just a lot of good luck with this moon here and this Ace of Pentacles. For some of you that could represent, like for example, if you have a business, attracting in more clients or attracting in more customers. It could be in the sense as well of, when this Ace of Pentacles, a new job opportunity where you're getting a promotion or it's a step up, there's a pay rise. But I just feel overall for this group, it's a very promising time when it comes to your finances. I'm getting as well the color blue. I feel like there could be some changes in terms of, I'm getting throat chakra energy. So you could be finding that you're more, and it's funny we have here, yes, just say yes. So there could be something that spirit is prompting you to say or to accept. And again, always use your intuition and your own guidance to discern what's right for you. But I feel for this group, you're definitely receiving something new. We have Yang here, the Fool, Queen of Pentacles, and this Nine of Pentacles, seeing you really stable and flourishing. Now, the Seven of Swords beneath the Ace of Pentacles, the only thing that could interfere with this is it's almost the energy of talking yourself out of it. And again, the Seven of Swords for me can be like self-doubt, fear, uncertainty. There is a sense of not allowing personal reservations or limiting beliefs to hold you back from what really feels right for you. With the Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands, I feel like there's a lessening of chaos. If you've been through a period where you felt like overwhelmed, or there's just been a lot of energy coming at you, there could have been a level of uncertainty. I feel like you're reaching a point where things really balance out. Things are feeling really even, peaceful, calm. If there's been any storms, I feel like it's like the restoration of balance is what I'm hearing. But with the Page of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, I do feel for many of you, you may have had to go through a lot of self-analysis or self-reflection to reach the blessings that are coming in for you now. We have Answer the Call. What is your soul calling you to do? With Just Say Yes. And then Star Brothers, Protection, Loyalty, Safety, Trust. And I feel like Spirit is letting you know that you are protected. Any opportunities that are coming in for you, again, you always have to use your discernment in terms of what you want and what you will and won't accept. But I feel as though Spirit is saying you can trust the good. And with To Be Fair, we have 38, Master number 11, but there is that sense of balance, achieving better balance. Perhaps as well, you may attract in more abundance and more finances, and that blessing enables you to feel as though there's an even kind of give and take, where you're not being overworked or depleted or drained. So it could be finding that balance within yourself in terms of what serves you and what really works for you. With that Ace of Pentacles, I just feel for this group, I keep hearing opportunity. October is about opportunity. Of course, those opportunities could vary for each of you. I do feel though it is more in the career and financial sector. That seems to be where the energy is coming from. But I still feel it enables you to perhaps feel more balanced or peaceful within yourself. Or for some of you, it could be an opportunity that comes in that enables you to let go of toxicity. So this could be like a toxic workplace, or this could be someone around you that is giving or offering this energy, where it's like, it could be like cutting you down or just doesn't serve your highest good, essentially. And that could be why as well, during the month of October, you reach a place of greater balance. It could be balance as well in terms of schedule, where you're able to still derive an income, still attract in abundance, but it's not at a level where you feel overwhelmed, overworked, exhausted, depleted. So I do feel for this group, it's like finding that flow again, reaching a place where you feel at peace, where things have come into balance, perhaps even feeling more aligned with yourself and your higher vision, your higher purpose. Could be an opportunity that comes in for this group where you feel as though you're more fully living or actualizing your dreams, or you're aligning with work or a project that more greatly emulates your values. But I just feel overall for this group, there's a really positive but stable energy. This isn't like an energy that, you know, comes in, that's some positive effect and then disappears or, you know, goes away. I feel like this is attracting in with this Queen of Pentacles, something that's going to be very abundant and fulfilling is what I'm hearing long term. It's not, you know, for the short term, it's not something that looks promising and then you get a month in and it no longer serves you. So I do feel for this group, you are going to be feeling very fulfilled and very, I feel as well, confident. Perhaps as well, you may feel like my hard work, the work I've done on myself, the work I've done in my career, on my journey has finally paid off. You know, now I'm able to live or emulate the energies that I was wanting to create. But I just feel overall, it's like, and there is this sense with this Fool of, for some of you, a brand new start. So I feel for some of you, this could be a new job opportunity. It could be a new project or venture that you're building and working upon. But it's definitely a blessing, and it leads to greater financial abundance, security, and stability. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.